What is going on, guys? It's me, Severin7, and today I'm bringing you something a little fishy. We're going to be playing a sweet mono blue deck featuring Eluge the Shoreless Sea, and I've been having an absolute blast playing this deck. It's a lot of fun, it's very interactive, and it's really, really good, oddly, against Boros tokens, which is one of the most prevalent decks in the format right now. So we're going to take this deck and put it through 40 games and see how it holds up in the meta. Let's get straight into that deck list. Alright, here it is, fishy business. We're calling it fishy business because of our big fishy boy, Eluge the Shoreless Sea. So his power and toughness are equal to the number of islands we control. Whenever he enters or attacks, we put a flood counter on target land. It's an island in addition to its other types for as long as it has a flood counter on it. First instant or sorcery spell we cast each turn costs 1 blue less to cast for each land we control with a flood counter on it. This is super crucial because it actually reduces the colored mana cost of all of our instants and sorceries, which is very rare in a cost reduction like this, and it can make for actually free spells. And what's better than free spells? Nothing, right? So to support this, we have a bunch of cheap instants and sorceries to take advantage of these cost reductions. Things like Into the Flood Maw to bounce opposing creatures, Phantom Interference for a cheap counterspell, Shore Up to protect, 3 steps ahead for counters. I'm playing Duelist of the Mind over Jhin, which might be a little bit of a controversial choice, but I've actually found this to work a little bit better because we can play it a turn earlier, and I think that the crime trigger is very nice, being able to filter through our deck to find cards we need, and it doesn't get shut off if our opponent finds a way to exile our graveyard, which is pretty nice. But this is just a preference. If you prefer Jhin or you think Jhin is better, it's absolutely interchangeable. This is just what I chose to play because I liked the play pattern of it. We've got Impulse to help us dig through the deck. Blue Sun's Twilight I think is an underrated card. It's really good at snatching cheap creatures from the opponent's field, like Heartfire Heroes, to stop them from killing us by flinging them at us, or just snatching tokens from the opponent, or later on in the game stealing really big things and making copies of them. Very cool. C Double, another card I think is very underrated. The fact that we can copy very large spells that our opponent plays for very cheap, and occasionally we can trigger both sides of this and also get a token of a creature that's on the battlefield, and it's any creature, not just ones we control, is very strong, and I like the card a lot. Flow of Knowledge to draw lots of cards at instant speed. Who doesn't like to draw cards? We've got Season of Weaving to draw lots of cards, make copies of our things, or bounce everything if we need to. And Eddy Merc Crab is a way to slow the opponent down and have a very cheap, flashy 5/5 threat that we can copy over and over and over again with things like 3 steps ahead and C Double, and just constantly tap our opponent's board down, which is really fun. And then a bunch of islands and a handful of lands that are utilities. It's okay to, I feel like, to play these lands because we have Eluge, which can put flood counters on them and permanently turn them into islands. So it ends up working out, and I like the deck a lot. I think it's a ton of fun to play. I've had great testing with it so far. So if you end up finding this deck list useful and you like what you see, I hope you'll take a quick moment to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the games. All right, time to go fishing. Grey Walker 88. We get to go first. This is all right. Land of War Waste for the opponent. An Ankle Biter. All right. Pass turn. Tender Wild Guide. All right. Well, we're gonna bounce that. Bounce, bounce. No ramping for you. Let's go get an island. Hopefully we draw an island. I mean, any land is fine, but hooray, we did it. Okay. Now we can counter the Wild Guide when they play it again. Yep. No thank you. And the dream is we just draw another island. We get to play an Eluge. Beautiful. I love it when we say the dream is to do something and then it happens. And now we have Shore Up in case they try to fight our Eluge. When it found their second land. Yep, go for the throat. No thanks. Eddy Merc Crab. We're going to go ahead and tap this Ankle Biter. Another flood counter here. The nice part is even if they do remove this Eluge, subsequent Eluges still get the benefit of the flood counters. Sentinel of the Nameless City. Oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. Tap, tap. Get in for 9. Run us down to 4. And then we can just use the Season of Weaving to make more copies of Eddie Merc Crab. Tap more stuff. Oh, this deck is fun. Unless they have a board wipe, that would be unfortunate. But then we do have another Eluge to play, so. Goldvein Hydra X4. Sure. Oh, now I want to steal the Goldvein Hydra. But I think the correct play here is to copy, copy, draw. Copy, copy. Tap, tap. Tap. There we go. GG. Ready. Elder Goth. Elder Goth. We get to go first. This is alright. Try it. Not the most exciting hand in the world, but it has potential. I love the new pet from the new set. Look at him, he's got a cute little... Oh, this just got way better. He's got a cute little balloon for us. Just pulled it right out of his mouth. Duelist of the Mind. Meticulous Archive. Oh no, it's Domain. Hedge Maze. Maybe not Domain, I don't know. It's probably Domain. Some Domain decks play counter spells. I don't know if this was one of them, but we're gonna try to resolve an Eluge. No more lies? Oh, it resolves. Alright. Maybe get lost. We don't have a shore up, unfortunately. Okay, it is Domain. They go get a mountain, so we're probably getting binding. Yeah, okay. Can I draw a shore up, please? Okay, let me do math here. So if I do this, and I bounce the binding, we draw and discard, we'll keep the land, discard the Blue Sun's Twilight, we get back the Eluge, we make another thing into a flood thing, and then when they untap, we should have enough mana to Flow of Knowledge. Which, yeah, it's draw 4, discard 2, but I mean, I think that's still worth it. Opponent may just Sunfall here, though, instead of Leyline Binding. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright, so Flow of Knowledge. Discard. Demolition Field. Oh my goodness. I don't want to discard it. I guess Flood Maw. Play the Plaza. Fabled Passage for the opponent and a Heaped Harvest. We're gonna go ahead and counter and draw here. I don't want them getting too far ahead. Like, sure, they can just play another land and then attracts the next turn, but we will discard. I guess Flow of Knowledge. Season of Weaving can draw us a bunch of cards too, so. Opponent goes and gets a forest. They're going to activate their incubator token. Smack us for 3. You got it, buddy. Let's pass. Annoying that we have to keep this Leyline Binding in mind, but take our beats. Opponents in the think tank about something. Archangel of Wrath. Only 5 cards in the yard right now. Let's just take it. Yep. Take our 4. Click OK. What one mana blue or green thing could they have that's causing them to stick like this? That's all. Thank you. Are they just in full control? Is that why? Eddie Merc Crab. Let's not tap it because we're going to take control of it. Make a copy. Actually, hold on. What are the odds they have another Sunfall? Pretty bad, right? Why not? Snatch it, make a copy, attack them for 8. They don't have a Sunfall, they're in trouble. Another Archangel of Wrath. They're gonna blow up the not token one. Seems a little suspect to me. Go get another island. And I think we're gonna make a copy and draw 3 cards. Copy. Tap, tap. Smack, smack, smack. Pass the turn. Man, they drew a Sunfall really timely. Duelist. You're gonna have to use this binding eventually. We're gonna make them work for it. I want to get the duelist down because drawing like another flow of knowledge is basically just game. So let's Eddie Merc Crab. Tap their token. Commit a crime, draw and discard. Opponent's gonna binding, sure. You got me. We'll discard the Fountain Port. Alright, my turn. Island. Play an Eluge. Plaza is an island now. Get in there for one. I know everybody's sitting here saying, well, why aren't you running Jin? Well, I like Duelist of the Mind better because Duelist of the Mind lets us draw cards, and it can also get a lot bigger, a lot faster. Flow of knowledge. Well, I imagine he's going to target Eluge, right? So we just protect it with Plaza? No thanks. We'll go ahead and get rid of this token. Draw. Discard the extra Eluge. Fountain Port. It's an island. 1-1. I just like Duelist because it has Vigilance. I like that it triggers off crimes. I like that Flow of Knowledge just makes it massive. I like that it's cheaper than Jin. GG. I'm ready. She know, we know, she-ho. Okay. One goes first. Well, we have 2 islands, 2 bounce spells, 2 illusions, and a Flow of Knowledge. I'll try it. I'm a brave soul. It's mono red. Into the Flood Maw is very good against mono red. And we drew an island, so that's good news. Opponent plays a Heartfire hero. And a Swift Spear. No sense in bouncing anything yet. Better to wait until they start trying to pump things up. Wow. Okay. That feels a little desperate. By a little desperate, I mean a lot of desperate. So we're going to do that. And the next turn we can play Duelist of the Mind and have Into the Flood Maw available a second time. Another Heartfire hero, sure. If they try to pump anything, we'll bounce it. Totally fine with just taking 2 here. Because eventually we're just going to build a wall they're not going to be able to deal with. So my turn. Duelist. Last turn. I would like to draw another island this next turn, please. That would be fantastic. We do get the loot with the duelist, though, which will be nice. Another Heartfire hero, alright. Opponent's drawn all their creatures. Block a hero. We're gonna see a pump spell finally. Here comes the rage! Dreadmaw's Ire, same thing. Bounce it. Draw, discard. We will discard the extra Eluge. Flow of Knowledge is actually very good. Gives us a way to kill them pretty handily. There's another island, very nice. So we'll play the Eluge. Get in for 1, and now we have free into the Floodmaw. And then we can start Flow of Knowledging for really, really cheap. So feeling pretty good. This is on the draw against Mono Red. I mean, yeah, they didn't have very many pump spells, but we've had bounce spells to like waste their spells like the whole game. So we'll bounce, we'll block. They're gonna have to target the Swift Spear with their pump spell. Yeah, so there's Felonious Rage. Sure. They got anything for the Heartfire hero? Bane Spitter. That is annoying, but we're still gonna bounce the Swift Spear. Discard the Impulse, I guess. They still lose their Heartfire hero here, so. Oh, okay. No, they don't, because they get the +1/+1 counter. Ah, Heartfire hero is so good. Alright, so smack them for 5. Make Flow of Knowledge cost 3. Cast Flow of Knowledge. Discard Island. Fountain Port. Well, we have Shore Up. We can Phantom Interference. So, fine with Swift Spear. This makes it so that even if they target this Heartfire hero, we can counter it and it won't be big enough. Yep, so we'll counter the Blazing Crescendo. We're going to take 5 from the hero anyway, which sucks, but I mean, we're still alive. So I'm going to snatch their Heartfire hero. We're going to Flow of Knowledge. Discard Plaza and Fabled Passage. I can't really attack, can I? No, I cannot. The Eluge should be big enough to stop any one pump spell they could have. Okay, let's play Duelist. Get in with the Eluge. Put a flood counter on a thing. I'm just choosing a block. They have a pump spell here, though. I'm just going to counter it. Draw. Discard the passage. This is mind-racking, but... discard the fountain port. We do take one. But now they're pretty much out of gas. We have Impulse to look for a counter spell if they draw direct damage. Since Impulse is free. What is it, opponent? Store up the Eluge. Block. Felonious Rage, sure. They get a 2/2 out of it. So they keep a creature around, so that's smart. Now we're going to Impulse. Take the Eddie Merc Crab. More Eddie Merc Crabs, very nice. Although if they draw a shock, we're dead now. Which is unfortunate, so let's hope they don't draw a shock. But this deck runs next to no direct burn nowadays. The Heartfire Hero version of the deck needs pump spells too much. This is annoying because they get to exile a card, so if they... I'm just terrified they're going to find a shock. Discard the island. Now we have Impulse, so if they do find a shock, we can dig for a counter. They can't cast that. Alright, that should be game. We would have found the counter, so good to know. GG! Against Mono Red. And Ball. Ball like Baldur's Gate 3? We get to go first. This is very slow, though. I hate throwing away a hand that can cast a Eluge, though. This is much better. I guess we'll put back the Plaza. Elegant Parlor. Ooh, Boros. Alright. Not gonna be a super easy game here. Boros tokens is a pain, especially because they probably have a Lightning Helix for our Duelist, which is really annoying. Fast turn. At least we have Phantom Interference if they decide to just slam a Forge or a Talent here. So say no to Forges. I am not going to crack this passage. Okay, we found a land, thankfully. I didn't want to risk not drawing a land this turn, because we really need to get Eluge down as quickly as possible. If I could just draw like a Flow of Knowledge, we would be golden. Inspiring Vantage. Display Caretaker's Talent. Leave our Eluge alone. They probably have Get Lost, though, if we're being real. Nope, they play a Talent. Sounds good to me. There is another land. I'm gonna go ahead and blow up this Murex before they can make a Murex token to draw. It does suck that we lose the counter I put on it, but I mean, gotta do what you gotta do. Smack him for 5, pass the turn. Hopefully that slowed them down a little bit, because they may have been relying on that Murex to make them a token this turn and draw them a land. Well, they found a land. They have a way to make a token. They have Get Lost. That is unfortunate. Hopefully we will draw some kind of spell that lets us draw cards or a creature. Season of Weaving does let us draw cards. But we need another land. But it's also very, very good because it's like 5 cards, so. There we go. Alright, let's draw 5 cards. Not that exciting of cards, but we'll take it. That means every draw from here on out could be more exciting than... Oh, they're just going to level up the talent. Oh, Duelist of the Mind. And now I'm very tempted to just bounce that talent that they just put all that mana into. Oh, goodness. Okay, more lands. Flow of Knowledge is wonderful. I'm going to wait till they do something, though, to bounce it. Sunfall. Oh, that is annoying. Well, we're definitely going to bounce this in response. Discard the island they know about. They get to draw a card, but I mean, they were going to get to draw a card anyway. But now their talent is reset, and you can always just bounce this later. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, let's flow. Okay, discard 2 things. Fabled Passage, Island... actually, no, let's discard Blue Sun's Twilight, because we're not doing anything with that. And let's play Duelist. And we've got store-ups for days. We'll put one of those away. And an island. I guess 2 islands. We've got plenty of lands, so. Caretaker's Talent, sure. Fountain Fort. Lightning Helix. We will shore up our Duelist. Do they have another removal spell? Nope. They're going to sacrifice... No, they're making a fish. Okay. So they make a fish, draw a card, they're tapped out. Cool. Let's play Eluge. Get in for 1. Sunfall. Alright, well, let's Impulse. See if we can find a counterspell. We do not. That's fine, though. Just let it resolve. They're gonna draw a card even if we bounce the talent. So it kind of doesn't matter. And we can just play 2 Eddy Merc Crabs here. Eddy Merc Crab number 1. Eddy Merc Crab number 2. Feels pretty decent. We're sticking it to Boros right now. Come on, let me cast it. Lemur crab number 2. Another island. Smack him for 10. Sure. Bye-bye. Now they can't activate their incubator tokens, so they're going to take the 10. Puts them dangerously close to death. We can flow of knowledge and draw a buttload of cards in case they draw Sunfall here. Get lost. Nope. This should put them to 8 cards in their graveyard too, so now we can actually see double both modes. They're pretty much toast because we can see double to tap whatever tokens they make or they activate here. They make a fish, draw a card, sure. I'm gonna flow of knowledge. See if I can't find some more bouncy stuff. Into the Flood Maw, very nice. Discard, discard. And that should be game. So now I can just play this Eddie Mert Crab. Tap those 2 tokens, and then I have C double. And into the Flood Maw, there's no way they can stop me. It's the attack of the crabs. Get out of here, Boros control. GG. Mr. Krabs. I'm ready. I can't pronounce your name. No. Welcome to the match anyway. Opponent goes first. I like this hand. I love this art style on these. I think we're going to play the passage on one. Lizards. Alright. Lizards it is. Lizards are pretty fast, so... see how this goes. Cavern, so we're not countering any lizards. The opponent just gonna pump their Hired Claw. I'm cool with that. Pump, pump, pump it up. Yeah, okay. I like it when they don't commit more things to the board. We just need another land so that we can play this Eluge eventually. Opponent's gonna get in. We're not gonna block. Thought Stalker Warlock. Alright, so they get to snack something out of our hand. I assume they take a luge. This is a pretty scary fish. Elemental fish. Don't eat the fish. You might take the impulse, maybe. Nah, you take a luge. Our deck is built around it. You gotta take that. I don't want you to. But that's the right pick. They take the Eddie Mert Crab. Interesting. Duelist of the Mind. Smack him for 1. We drew the island, so now we have Eluge, and we'll have Shore Up to back it up. One gets in with the hired claw. I'm just gonna take it. No blocks. Because if they have the stupid like +2/+0 lifelink thing, then even shore up doesn't save our duelist. They want to just pump their hired claw. I'm fine with that. Looks like that's what they're doing. All right. This is where it gets interesting. Can we survive after we play the Eluge? That is the question. Well, we're having to waste our shore up here, which is unfortunate. So we will play our Eluge. They probably did that on purpose because they know we have the Eluge, and now they can kill. They can get rid of our fish. Leave our fish alone, man. If we survive this turn, though, we should be able to start getting a little out of hand. When it just gets in with the hired claw. Well, we're just gonna take it then, I guess. No blocks. He has... puts us down to 5. Deep cavern bat. Oh, that is so annoying. We were really counting on that impulse. Ooh, flow of knowledge is really good though. They don't know we have it either, so they might not block. And this is practically lethal. Six, 6, 5. Is that? It is. Ha! Oh, I love it. Flow of knowledge, duelist of the mind. Real fun. GG. I'm done waiting because we found R and Z. I feel like we played them in the last video. Maybe it was during my stream. I know I've played them recently though. Opponent goes first. I like this hand. We've got Eluge. They know to cast it. Phantom Interference to counter something early while we get to our Eluge. I love this fish. Like, I've been having so much fun with this card. We'll keep. Inspiring Vantage. Oh boy, is it another Boros control list? Looking like it, maybe. Alright, let's go get an island. We'll save the other passage for turn 4. Opponent doesn't know what to do with us fetching. There we go. Ooh, 3 steps ahead was a great draw. Counter their Forge. Counter their Caretaker's Talent. Counter whatever. Yep. Get out of here. Nope. No thanks. Another Eluge, just in case we need it. Nope. Sorry. Come on. There we go. It doesn't want to... It was like clicking it. It's like not doing anything. Game's spazzing out on me. We'll play this one. It at least gives us a... You know, they probably have removal for it, but we have a backup. Another talent. They just had all the talents. Alright. Well, they finally find their 4th land. I kind of hope they play a Forge here, because then we can see double it and then into the Flood Maw theirs. Oh, my turn. Alright. More flood counters. The lightning helix our face. Sure. We do need to draw some lands. Carrot cake. You know what? I want a carrot cake. I would like a carrot cake. Thank you. And then we are going to... bounce the talent. They get a fish and they get to draw, but they don't get to like make copies of tokens and stuff. And then we can Eddy Merc Crab to tap the fish tokens. Sea double. I guess it's fine to have another one of those. We can cast it for free. Make another token. Gain some life. Keep the sea double on top, sure. Opponent's also probably going to sacrifice their cake. You got it, boss. All right, so we're going to Eddy Merc Crab. Tappity tap. Smack 'em for 6. They have Sunfall. That's pretty bad for us, but they play another talent. Sure. We'll bounce whatever token they go to copy. Aw, sorry. Bye-bye, rabbit. Bye-bye. That should be pretty much game. Eddy Merc Crab. Boop, boop. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not quite enough, but... So I was trying to think if I Flow of Knowledge, and get an island if that would help any, but it doesn't, so... We are going to Flow of Knowledge now, though, while it's cheap. Discard. Oh, okay, that was enough. Because on their turn, we would still be able to cast Sea Double or any other spell for free. So get out of here, Boros Control. We found an opponent to play, and their name is something I cannot pronounce. So welcome anyway. Opponent goes first, and this is a bad hand. We're gonna put it back. Mulligan. This is not much better, but it's better. Put back the... I guess the Shore Up. At least Sea Double can give us a creature if our opponent casts something good. Their Shore Up just does nothing until we have a creature to protect. Fairy Mastermind, alright. Island. Another Undercity Sewers for our opponent. So it's looking like fairies. Which is cool. I haven't seen any fairy decks running around lately. So I appreciate a good good flashy fairy list. Malcolm, sure. Underground River. Eluge is pretty nice, but it probably just dies, so I'm not going to cast it this turn. Opponent to deuces. I'm gonna... No, that would only be their first card of the turn. If they sack the clue, then I'll copy the Mastermind. Nope, okay. Undercity Sewer, Surveil. I'm gonna go ahead and copy the mastermind. They probably have removal for it, but this gives us an opportunity. Nope, phantom interference. Okay, that's fine. Cut down, discarded. Does this resolve? Doesn't live. It does live. I would think they would have killed it before the trigger resolved, because like now we could technically have a 2-mana counter. They deduce, okay. Did they draw a removal spell? Looks like it. And a Stoic Sphinx. Okay. Well, we can Season of Weaving and bounce all their stuff and draw some cards, so that's not too terrible. So let's play Fountain Port, let's Season of Weaving, bounce everything, draw 2. They play the Stoic Sphinx. Let's pass. They draw a card, sure. Make a token to block with. Stack the token. Draw a card. The Demolition Field or Fountain Port, sure. Store up. Oh my goodness. Alright, got another Fountain Port here. Let's Flow of Knowledge and see what we hit. Discard Passage and Demolition Field. Play Duelist. Pass the turn. We're gonna draw a card with our clue. Very cool. Very neat. Pass turn. We'll discard the Blue Sun's Twilight. I'm just gonna take the 5 here. Can do a lot more next turn potentially, so. When it casts a spell, so that... Oh man, do we... If they have another removal spell, then that's just really unfortunate, but that's the news. I should have bounced this... Well, they could have just recast the Sphinx. Let's Impulse, see what we find. Phantom Interference and C double. I think C double is the better card to get here. Then we'll pass. Because C double we can... They have enough cards that if they cast something. Oh, I can't target it. Maybe this will make them cast something. No. Okay. It was worth a hope. Oh well. GG. The flash deck got us. YZR. Why is ER this way? Opponent goes first, but I like our hand. Depending on what they're playing, we'll figure out if we're going to play Passage on one or not. It's a very good hand, though. Oh, come on. With the control decks today. People must be sick of aggro. Conduit pylons. This might not be straight up control. It might be combo. Okay, it's a combo of some kind. Alright. Instant or sorcery. Mill some more cards. They found their Rakdos joins up. Alright, let's play Duelist. The quicker we can get this down, the better. They have the combo in the graveyard, so we've got to be careful from now on. Founding of the Third Path. Mill some more cards. They have the Abuelo's Awakening in the graveyard too. Alright. Really? Well, we didn't draw a counter spell, so we're going to play Eluge here. Put a counter on this, and then we're just going to have to into the Flood Maw. The Rakdos joins up. Starter course. Why are they... maybe they're waiting until... No, they're choosing not to cast it. Okay. Alright, sure. Bounce the token, draw, discard. They still get a 9/9 hulking metamorph, which is kind of a problem. But what are you gonna do, right? So let's impulse. Take an island. Play the island. Get in like this. Pass a turn. I meant to tap that. Oops. Temporary lockdown. Okay, that gets rid of our duelist, so that's it. They play a Picklock Prankster, sure. Get him with our 5/5. Play another duelist. And then we'll plan on Eddie Mert crabbing their Metamorph and their Picklock Prankster. They're gonna mill some more cards. Get an Affairs Dispersal, sure. Sure. I guess I could have Eddie Mert crabbed in response to get the trigger, but... Oh my gosh. How do I keep forgetting to... Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know how they're managing to make me... I keep forgetting. To cast the Eddie Mert crab. I'm gonna die because I keep forgetting to tap their stuff with the crab. Surveil. They don't have anything that's stopping me from casting spells during their turn. I think I'm just clicking through, not thinking. Temporary lockdown. Sure. Let's bounce the Metamorph in response. Draw and discard. Discard the extra Eluge. Picklock Prankster. I think we can win here. So let's into the Floodmaw. Gift them the fish. Get back the duelist. Eddie Mert crab. Tap the prankster. There we go. And then we Season of Weaving, draw 5 cards, we win. Okay. Okay, I redeemed myself because I was just letting that hulking Metamorph smash me in the face for no reason. So don't do that. I don't know why I was just like in my head, like just like click, 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 clicking, but I was. So don't do that. All right, and we're back with the post-game wrap. So 40 games, 65%. Nice solid win rate. Absolutely crushing those Boros lists. Had an absolute blast with this deck. I think that it is a nice mix between like control and tempo. Not quite either one. And I just think that being able to play something this interactive with this many cool decisions feels really nice. And it's definitely a step away from what I'm used to. I don't usually play like mono blue decks. I'm not usually playing decks like this. I'm very much a mid-range player or a combo player, things like that. So this was a very different deck for me to play, but I really enjoyed it. So I hope that if you enjoyed this as much as I did playing it for you, that you'll take a quick moment to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you found this useful. And I appreciate every single one of you for making it this far with me into the video. So with that, I will catch you in the next one.